even though I don't have any data.
Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kinda free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern. Member FDIC.
Welcome to the courtyard. Norwell Night Football and WellsCountyVoice.com. This is Greg Van Meter along with Reese Schwartz. We do not have a good connection this evening. We will do our best to bring you this one. It's 7-7. Norwell scored on its second drive of the ball game. They recovered a fumble after punting it. It actually hit a Huntington North player. Big run then by Ringer, took it down to the 3. He then took it on in, and Eli Riley kicked the extra punt. Huntington North just scored to tie this thing up. We got 6:16 left in the second quarter, and there's Ringer loose again around the left end as the Knights heading west to east. They're playing the Huntington North Vikings this evening. Identical records coming into this one. 1-6, although both teams are winless in the conference. They both have a non-conference win. I believe they do anyway. We'll double check that at halftime. We've had quite a bit of technical trouble here this evening, and I apologize for that. We do have a tremendous backlog on the internet, so if your screen freezes or you lose the sound, just refresh your screen. Hopefully that'll bring it back for you. Reese, it's been an interesting evening.
Yep, sure has. Just has been our day today, I guess.
Yeah, well. Norwell is going to use a timeout here with 5:37 on the clock. Seven to 7 here at the courtyard. Both teams have struggled in conference. Neither one of them have a conference win. Norwell's win, of course, coming against Heritage in week 2. Not sure about Huntington. With all the technical trouble, I wasn't able to do any research. Reese's dad, Matt, not with us this evening. He is on the chain gang across the field from us. A little bit of rain in the air this evening. It was sprinkling, Reese, when I pulled in. I think it's stopped now, though. It doesn't look like there's any umbrellas out there. 3rd and 1 here for the Knights, with the ball at their own 28-yard line. It's a handoff again to Ringer with room to run. He's breaking a couple of tackles out across midfield to the Huntington North 46-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. They might mark that back a little bit. Yeah, they're going to mark it at the 48. It's another first down for the Knights. Carson Ringer is running wild so far this evening. Good job by the Knights offensive front. Both these teams pretty young. I do not have. Can I see that, please, Reese? Is that Huntington North? Yeah. As number 13 for the Vikings, Charlie Agnew, is going to have a tackle for loss there. Loss of about 4 for the Knights. That'll bring up 2nd and 14. Trying to make sure you can hear us at home. Joe Taylor with the start again this evening at the quarterback spot for the Knights, as he's back to pass. And oh no, that's not Joe Taylor. That's Eli Riley. As Riley trying to find Garrison Breggy there, and a flag's going to be thrown. That's going to be on the Vikings. As Riley threw a pretty good ball there. That was Riley that threw the pass, as he's over on the sideline now with Coach Gerber. I did not notice. I believe he started. Looks like Joe Taylor's on the sideline. He is not in uniform this evening. As Riley is the 3rd quarterback that the Knights have used this year. Belden Glasgow has also gotten quite a few reps the last couple of weeks. But it's Riley in that spot this evening. It's 2nd and 4 for the Knights. He'll roll right and throw just out of the reach of Bryce Kelly. Kelly with a diving attempt And another penalty on Huntington North. They're going to be called for a personal foul, roughing the passer. That'll be a first down for Norwell. We'll see where they mark it. It is a big penalty, 2 in a row on Huntington North. They're going to move that ball all the way down to the 27-yard line, where the Knights will have 1st and 10. Reese, do you have is fall break next week?
I think
the week after.
I think there's 2 weeks left until fall break.
All right. As a handoff to Kelly, he's stopped in the backfield by number 40. Chandler Beatty was who I saw there. Beatty, a 6-foot junior. Knights lost 2 yards on the play, so it'll make it 2nd and 12. Riley calling out the signal. This is the first I've seen Eli play quarterback. I know he has played that as he's come up through. There's a good-looking pass, and well defended. He was trying to get it to Garrison Breggy, but Breggy was well covered by Levi Bennett. Bennett's a 6-foot, 150-pound junior. That'll bring up 3rd and 12 for the Knights. Coach Gerber having Riley throw the ball quite a bit so far. Riley looks over the line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And he will run the option, pitch it to Kelly. Kelly with a good run inside, just inside the 20. Good timing on that option pitch there by Riley. They'll mark the ball right at the 20-yard line. That'll make it 4th and 3 for the Knights. Definitely 4 down territory. Be interesting to see what the call is here. As Riley did not come over to the sideline for the play. The Knights have been running the plays in via the quarterback so far this year. Riley will hand it off, and Kelly was immediately met in the backfield by a couple of Huntington North tacklers. That will turn the ball over to the Vikings. We've got a 7-7 game here with 2:52 left in the first half, and this first half has gone fast. Reese, much quicker than last week's debacle at DeKalb, as the two teams rang up well over 200 yards in penalties in Waterloo last week. It was as I recall, it was, close to a 3-hour football game, which is ridiculously long for a high school football game. I know I didn't get home till 11:15.
I don't remember what time I got home.
It was late.
Yep.
Guarantee you that. Norwell's going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second. We'll take a quick break here from sponsor Daniel's Jewelers and be right back.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of a memory.
2:52 left here in the first half. Norwell and Huntington all knotted up at 7. In the quarterback role for Huntington, I believe that's 14. It is Brett Kaler. He'll pitch to Mason Landrum, and Landrum tackled after a loss of a long yard. That was Cameron Harris on the tackle. Second and 11 for the Vikings. Well, if you're a baseball fan, it's that time of year, postseason ball. The Astros won big again today. As back to passes, Kaler right through the hands of Cade Royst. Not Roost, Royst. My apologies to the Royst family. That'll bring up 3rd and 11 for the Vikings. Also in playoff action, the Indians were trailing the Red Sox 6-3. Or excuse me, take that back. The Indians are trailing the Yankees 6-3 on the strength of a Aaron Hicks 3-run home run. Now that score may have changed. That was a while ago. And the Cubs have started against the Nationals tonight in Washington, as Huntington North's going to take a timeout. We'll take it along with them and be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Welcome back to the courtyard, along with Reese Schwartz. It's Greg Van Meter. Colin not with us this evening either. He's probably got a game tomorrow, doesn't he, Reese?
Yeah, he does.
Where are they playing tomorrow?
I think it's at home.
Okay. And how far a drive is that from here?
From
your
here?
Home? Well, from your home.
Oh, it's about an hour and a half, I think.
Okay. Kaler rolling right as the pass is completed to number 6. He's short of the first down. That's Jackson Holzinger. Holzinger with the catch. Eli Riley on the tackle. Holzinger listed at 5'6", 135, and just a freshman. Excuse me, that was, sorry, I can't see in the dark here. That was Logan Hippensteel. Hippensteel's 5'10" junior, number 6. Holzinger's number 8. That'll bring up 4th and 3, and the Vikings are in their kicking formation. Good snap. Oh, good kick. And it's going to be fielded at right about the 40-yard line. That was number 34, Aiden Hosler, on the kick. And, boy, nice high rotating kick for Hosler. The Knights will take over with a minute 18 left from their own 40-yard line here in the first half, and they'll try to regain the lead. The Knights scored first in the first quarter. They, on the opening drive, had a good kickoff return by Riley, and then the drive kind of stalled out. Riley kicked it, and it ticked off a Huntington North Viking, where the Knights then covered it up. Ringer with a big run on first down, and then eventually scored from the 3. Riley the extra point. Riley on the option again, pitches to Ringer, and Ringer out of bounds. Might have got back to the original line of scrimmage. Well, he actually lost a yard, so that'll make it 2nd and 11 for the Knights. Norwell with 1 timeout left, Huntington North with 2, so the Knights will try to hang on to it here, potentially punch it in. After a good opening couple of drives, the Knights have stalled out a little bit here offensively. Riley back to pass over the middle, and it is caught. Wow, what a great catch by Landon Geiger. As Geiger made a great catch over the middle, but he collided with another Norwell player who's being tended to right now on the field. And while he gets that attention, we'll take a quick break and hear from Heidi Motors.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Troxel Equipment Company, a family-owned business, is dedicated to making you a satisfied customer with the best possible equipment, parts, and service. 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, and Wabash. You can find a full line of John Deere equipment, mowers and generators from Honda, blowers and chainsaws by Steel. Experience superior service and selection at Troxel Equipment, your solutions dealer. Find them online at troxelequipment.com.
Well, it was Diego Mayorga that hurt a foot or an ankle or a knee as he's helped off and helped to the sideline there. Knights with 1st and 10 after that completion. Great catch by Geiger. Another pass by Riley over the middle. This is also hauled in. Christian Bohata hauls it in. He was well covered by Levi Bennett, but Bohata won the jump ball, and the Knights with another first down. They're down to the 21-yard line, 40 seconds left. Knights pushing to score here. Pass to the left, and it's a little bit high. Batted down by number 4, Devin Newcomb of the Vikings. It was intended for Geiger. 32.2 left on the clock. Ball spotted actually at the 22-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Most likely the Knights will be throwing it again here as Eli Riley runs in the play. Riley, just a freshman, and he is doing it all here for the Knights. Quarterbacking tonight for the first time. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And Eli rolling left. The pass to a wide open Bohata. Bohata down to the 6-yard line, where Bohata ran a great route there, Reese, to get free along the left sideline. And Riley delivered it in a good spot. 26.7 on the clock. And now the Knights will have 4 shots at it from the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. Norwell's offense really running smoothly here on this drive. Eli runs left. He hangs onto it, and he is going to be tackled for loss behind the 10-yard line. That was Charlie Agnew on the tackle as he kind of tossed Eli down there. There is a flag on the play. That Cleveland-New York game we talked about in the MLB playoffs. In the 6th, Francisco Lindor hit a grand slam to make it an 8-7 Yankees lead. So Cleveland still trails. And a horse collar tackle is going to be called on Agnew. So I believe it's going to be half the distance to the goal line. If it is, it'll put it at the 3, but we'll have to check it here. 22.2 seconds on the clock left here in the 2nd quarter. Knights trying to get into the end zone again before the quarter ends. They will mark this football right at the 6, so no movement forward on that penalty. Eli's fine, by the way. He's got Ringer in the backfield with him. Again, 1st and goal, so I don't know if the Knights can actually get 4 plays off in 22 seconds, but hopefully they won't need that many. Very comfortable evening here at the Courtyard tonight, and a flag is going to be offsides against Huntington North. And boy, the Vikings really hurting themselves with penalties here in this second quarter. And Norwell's going to use their final timeout here in the first half. We're all tied at 7, but Norwell threatening. 17.6 seconds left on the clock. We'll take a quick break and be right back after these words from Pizza Hut.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Reese, we've been very fortunate this year. The weather for high school football has been tremendous considering what we're used to for this time of year. Mid-70s again today, although it was rainy. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend again this weekend. As Norwell now has decided what they want to do, they're only going to have time for 2, maybe 3 plays. Trying to break this tie at the Courtyard. Riley with Ringer with him in the backcourt. He's going to throw it into the end zone. Wide open. It was Christian Boada. Boy, and coverage was missed by Huntington North, as the closest player to Christian was Cade Royst, and he wasn't within 10 yards of him. That's hard to do when you're at the 6-yard line, but the Knights take the lead. Riley out to attempt the extra point for the Knights. Bohada holding. Kick is up, and it is good. So Norwell takes a 14-7 lead with 13.9 on the clock. Boy, that was a very well executed play by the Knights to take the lead. Christian Bohada with a couple of big catches on that drive in addition to the touchdown reception. And then Riley looking very good in the quarterback position so far for the Knights. As we mentioned earlier, Eli, the third quarterback that Coach Gerber has used this year. Joe Taylor had started every other game so far this year, but Belden Glasgow had also gotten a lot of time as the quarterback for the Knights. Knights trying to win their second game of the season. Riley counting out his compatriots out there. That is the kicker's responsibility. And what Norwell needs to do here is just make sure that there's not a big return on this play, on this kick. Second time Eli's kicked off this evening. And this is a little ground ball kick fielded at the 34 by number 2, I believe, Mason Landrum. He fights his way out to the 42-yard line with 8.3 seconds on the clock. Christian Bohada credited with the tackle.
Oh, I think it's raining again.
Yeah, it looks like it's starting to. It's not raining hard. You can see it a little bit in the lights. Just a very soft. It's kind of pretty, actually.
Yeah.
As Huntington North trailing by 7, and they don't have much time here left in the first half. 14 looking downfield, throws it a long way and throws it well over everybody. That was Kaler on the toss. His intended receiver, at least the receiver closest to the ball, was Cade Royst. Just 1.7 seconds left on the clock, so this will be the last play opportunity for Huntington North in the first half, barring a penalty of some type. Norwell in a prevent defense. They've got Riley, Breggy, and Glasgow all playing deep. The pass is complete at about midfield and finally brought down in Norwell territory. That was Newcomb on the catch, and that will end the first half. Norwell leading here at the Courtyard this evening, 14-7. We'll take a break and be back with some statistics and the story of the first half after these words from a number of our sponsors.
Are you looking for a new dental home, or maybe you've suffered a dental sports-related injury? Contact Dr. Laura Kukulhan and her caring staff. They can help you with your general and emergency dental needs. Dr. Laura Kukulhan and her staff provide a wide variety of services such as fillings, crowns, veneers, bridges, bleaching, dentures, athletic mouth guards, and much more. Dr. Kugelhan's office is located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton. Call today at 824-3100 for an appointment with Dr. Laura Kugelhan.
Dr. Laura Kukulhan is a provider for Delta Dental and Aetna insurances. She is also accepting Care Credit. Dr. Kukulhan and her staff will make you feel at home. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No room is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Quarterback doesn't want to get blindsided by a linebacker, and you don't want to get blindsided by retirement. Call Tim Steffen at Steffen Financial Group, 824-8175, to schedule an appointment to plan for your retirement. Free consultation on investments, life and health insurance, Medicare supplement plans, and many more. Trust that we will work for you at Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street in Bluffton, Indiana. Securities offered through Thurston Springer Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Some insurance products also offered through Thurston Springer. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with one adult and one youth per team, or two youth may make a team starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every frame. With 22 lanes, there is plenty of excitement to go around. So stop by to practice or come relax with friends. And don't forget about Friday fun. From 12 noon to 6 p.m., only $1 per game and 50-cent show rental in a smoke-free environment. The Bowling Center is located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement, or are an athlete injured during a recent game, or just someone who tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans. We offer the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. Call. You can find any of our 17 Indiana Physical Therapy locations near you, and know that we will assist you in getting you back to work, play, and life. Contact IPT or your physician to start your therapy today. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
football fans know some things just go together. Quarterbacks and receivers, face paint and super fans, game days and tailgates. I am State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, and I know another winning combination, home and auto. Myself and my team are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which saves you time and money. So get your home and auto on the same team and score some savings. Call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 today.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you? Or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Hey, welcome back to the Courtyard. It is halftime here at the Courtyard, and you are listening to the halftime show, sponsored by the Bowling Center in Bluffton. The Bluffton Bowling Center, your halftime could be made complete at the snack bar with delicious pizza and ice-cold drinks. With 22 lanes, there's plenty of room for everyone to come practice or relax and bowl a game or two with friends. Bowling Center is located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton and is a perfect place to plan your next birthday party. Visit bowlbluffton.com. We also want to recognize our pregame show sponsor at this time, since we couldn't do one this evening, and that's Billy Ann's Supper Pub. Billy Ann's Supper Pub in downtown Bluffton is your local source for Tex-Mex and American food and some of the best burgers in the area. Also, our starting lineup sponsor is First Bank of Bern. If you're looking for a local bank you can really depend on, come to First Bank of Bern. They provide service that other banks only dream about, with 8 convenient locations near you. This is Greg Van Meter. Reese Schwartz is with me this evening running the camera. Matt Schwartz, who you'd probably rather be listening to, is out working the chains tonight for Kelby Waybright, the athletic director here at Norwell. I'm so used to calling him Coach Waybright, I don't think he'd mind. But Kelby really helping me out this evening with some equipment issues. And then also got our internet working again here with the help of Mr. Garza. And we appreciate their help in getting us back on track here at Norwell this evening. The backlog is gone, so very happy about that. Also happy to tell you that the Knights lead the Huntington North Vikings here at halftime 14-7. Let's look at what happened in that first half. I apologize that we couldn't bring you the first quarter and a half of that first half of action, but the Knights got on the board first at the 9:58 mark of the first quarter. Carson Ringer, after a big run from scrimmage, ran it in from 3 yards out, and Eli Riley converted the point after kick. Huntington North responded at the 6:42 mark of the second quarter. Austin Spar ran it in from 20 yards out, and Aiden Hostler converted the extra point to make it 7-7 at that point. The Knights took the lead right before halftime. 14 seconds left in the half. Christian Bohada caught an excellent pass from Eli Riley in the end zone. He was all alone, and then Eli converted the extra point kick for that 14-7 score. In the first half, Huntington North had 7 first downs, Norwell 9. Rushing yardage, Huntington had 92 yards. Norwell had 46. Huntington had 65 yards passing. Norwell 126. So the total offense for Huntington was 25 plays, 157 yards. The Knights leading the way with 172 yards of the total offense on 32 plays. There were no turnovers in the first half, although Norwell did recover, and it led to their first score, a punt that touched a Huntington North player, and the Knights recovered in Huntington North territory, and that turned into their first score of the evening. Huntington North punted once for 30 yards. It's a good-looking kick, too. And Norwell once for 27 yards. Penalty-wise, Huntington was hurt by penalties in the first half. They had 5 penalties for a total of 44 yards. Norwell just 1 flag for 10 yards. Time of possession, Huntington North 13:02, Norwell 10:58. Third down conversions, Huntington North was 3 of 5, Norwell 3 of 6. Fourth down conversions, Huntington didn't have that opportunity. Norwell was 0 for 2. In the red zone, Huntington North was 1 for 1. The Knights 2 of 4 times that they were in there. Individually, the rushing leader for Huntington, Mason Landrum, 9 carries for 36 yards. Also, Logan Hippensteel carried it 3 times for 31 yards, and Austin Spar 5 carries for 29 yards. For the Knights, Carson Ringer with a big first half. He carried the ball 10 times for 69 yards. That's almost a 7-yard average. Bryce Kelly also chipped in 4 yards on 3 carries. Norwell, though, most of their offense with the passing game tonight. Eli Riley, 8 of 15 with no picks for 126 yards in the first half. On the Huntington side of things, Brett Kaler was 4 of 6 for 35 yards. As you listen to and watch the Huntington North, or excuse me, the Norwell band in the background. We're going to widen out that picture just a little bit. See if we can't get a little bit more of the band in view for you. There we go. From a receiving standpoint, individually for Huntington North, Devin Newcomb had 3 catches for 48 yards. Logan Hippensteel 1 for 9. Austin Spar 1 for 8. For Norwell, Christian Bohada leading the way really on both sides of the ball. He had 5 catches for 65 yards. Garrison Brege caught a pass for 21 yards. Bryce Kelly 1 for 20. And Landon Geiger 1 for 20 as well. Let's see. For the defensive stats, see if I can get back to those on this newfangled gadget we call a smartphone. Excuse me. And actually, I do not have the defensive stats, but it was a well-played game defensively by the Knights in the first half. They're looking for their second win of the season as they, in their first conference win of the season tonight against Huntington North. They lead here at halftime 14-7. We'll take another break, hear from a couple of sponsors, and be right back from the courtyard.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us, each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Troxel Equipment Company, a family-owned business, is dedicated to making you a satisfied customer with the best possible equipment, parts, and service. 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, and Wabash. You can find a full line of John Deere equipment, mowers and generators from Honda, blowers and chainsaws by Steel. Experience superior service and selection at Troxel Equipment, your solutions dealer. Find them online at troxelequipment.com.
Well, back here at the courtyard along with Reese Schwartz, this is Greg Van Meter. Knights leading the Huntington North Vikings 14-7. Some other scores from around the area. Angola leading Garrett 14-0 at halftime. East Noble leads New Haven. That's a big game for the conference. That's in Kendallville, but they lead the Bulldogs 21-14 in the second quarter. Bit of a surprise here. Snyder and Bishop Dwenger tied at halftime, 21 apiece. Lures and Southside no score from the first quarter. The band seniors are being recognized this evening here on the track. See if we can't get a view of some of those folks here for you. There we go. As obviously with a band having the success in numbers that Norwell does, There's a lot of seniors to recognize here. And we sure appreciate their efforts. Just quality kids and a quality program. Some other scores from around the area. Let's see here. Leo all over Columbia City at halftime, 34-0. At halftime at Homestead leading Wayne just 7-6. Boy, some really surprising scores this evening. Northrop up 26-0 on Northside in the second quarter. Belmont leading DeKalb 8-7 in the first quarter. Adams Central putting a hurting on Bluffton 26-0 at halftime. In the second quarter, Southern Wells leading Heritage 12-0. Jay County leads Indy Arlington in the second quarter 6-0. Also in the second quarter, Woodland over South Adams 15-3. No score in the Eastside Central Noble game. Halftime at Cherubusco, it's the Cherubusco squad leading West Noble 14-7. Prairie Heights leads Fremont in the second quarter. I think that'd be their first win of the season. Warsaw leading Northwood 20-14 in the second quarter, and no score at halftime between Wawasee and Elkhart Memorial. Again, here at the Courtyard, the Knights leading 14-7. A good first half for the Norwell offense, and that offense being led tonight by Eli Riley, the freshman who is doing it all right now for the Knights. He kicks off, he punts, he kicks extra points, he plays a defensive back position, and tonight is a quarterback. Now, he has been a wide receiver for the majority of the season for the Knights coming into this game tonight, but with Joe Taylor on the sideline, Eli steps in. Belton Glasgow had also gotten some reps at the quarterback slot, but Eli throwing it quite a bit this evening. He's already got 126 yards passing. If you're interested in Major League Baseball, those playoffs, of course, with the division series have started in Game 2 with Cleveland leading the series 1-0. In Game 2, it's the Yankees up 8-7 in the bottom of the eighth at Cleveland. Earlier today, the Astros took a 2-0 lead in their series over the Red Sox, winning 8-2 as the Astros on a tear heading into the postseason and keeping it going so far. In Washington this evening, the Cubs, if you're a Cubs fan, are being no-hit right now by Steven Strasburg. They're in the middle of the third inning as Strasburg, who had a wonderful season for the Nationals, has thrown 3 innings, struck out 5, and walked 1. So he has lost the perfect game, but certainly pitching very effectively so far this evening for the Washington Nationals. Kyle Hendricks for the Cubs also putting up zeros. He's given up a couple of hits. One to Michael Taylor and one to Bryce Harper, who had to hit his first time up in the postseason after missing a large chunk of the second half of the year for the Nationals. But that score is still 0-0. And later on this evening, 10:30 Eastern start in L.A. That's between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Clayton Kershaw, arguably the best pitcher in baseball right now, facing Taijuan Walker. Be interesting to see how that series goes if you're a baseball fan. The Norwell Marching Knights seniors have just finished being recognized by the crowd as it continues to rain very lightly here at the Courtyard. A little bit of rain in the area all day today. It is supposed to clear off tomorrow. Sunday's supposed to be a beautiful day, as the weather is supposed to remain warm at least over the next few days. Of course, this is week 8 of the high school football season here in Indiana. Next week, the Knights close out this regular season at Columbia City. Looks like this rain's going to stop Reese, in about 20 minutes or so. Currently 66 degrees here in Ossian. The high tomorrow is supposed to be 82 degrees, Sunday 77. And right now, still warm into the end of next week. Forecast for Thursday, a little rainy, but 72 degrees. And Reese, I remember very clearly, it wasn't too many years ago where on this week, it was, in fact, I think it was Pearson Harnish's senior year or junior year here at the courtyard. It was snowing so hard you could hardly see the field. And that night, the cameraman, as I recall, was Noah Tobias, and he was on the roof, Reese. So you got it nice. Mm-hmm. He was on the roof in the snow, and the flakes were as big as your fist. I mean, they were coming down, well, as big as my fist. They were big flakes coming down here at the courtyard as Huntington North has returned to the field. The Knights will be back out here momentarily. We've just got a few minutes before we start the second half. We sure appreciate you listening to and watching WellsCountyVoice.com, especially through the technical trouble that we had in the first half. It was a struggle getting this on for you, but now everything looks good. Our backlog is gone on the internet, and everything seems to be going well. We'll take one more quick break before we start the second half. Thanks again for joining us here on WellsCountyVoice.com. We will be right back.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
At Bluffton Family Eye Care, our optometrists provide more than routine family eye care. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry are also specially trained to provide advanced treatment for eye infections, dry eyes, eye allergies, foreign body removal, and eye injuries. There are many treatments available for these eye health issues, and a treatment plan will be recommended based on your specific needs. To ensure healthy eyes and your best possible vision, our optometrists combine experience and expertise with the latest technology. They provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best.
To look and feel your best, visit Drs. Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424. Or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
Welcome back to the courtyard. We're still at halftime. This is Greg Van Meter along with Reese Schwartz. And Reese, I just noticed the flag at half staff. Of course, that was ordered by President Trump in recognition life in Las Vegas Sunday evening. 59 souls were lost in the tragedy out there, and over 500 people hurt. Some of them still critical, but our prayers certainly go out to those who were killed and injured out there and their families. A lot of heartbreaking stories coming out of that particular episode, and our hearts certainly reach out to them at this time. But here at the courtyard, we're going to play a second half of football here in just a few seconds. I believe Norwell will be kicking off to Huntington in the confusion of our technical troubles in the first half. I believe that's correct. Norwell leading 14-7. It was a good first half, particularly for Eli Riley and Christian Bohata. I'll tell you what, Eli looked good on his points after kicks. Was perfect with 2 of them. And Norwell will be kicking off. Deep for Huntington North will be number 12, Richard Gutierrez. Gutierrez is a 5'10" senior. He's joined back there. Well, I can't quite see his number as he's sideways to me, perpendicular. There we go. Looks like 29. Brock Elsroth, I believe. Yeah. As Norwell may have gotten the onside kick. We'll have to check it. It is recovered by Norwell. Holy cow, what a play. The Knights have come up big in a couple of big spots. Riley actually recovered his own kick, and now he'll quarterback the Knights. Holy cow, what a play to start the second half. I don't think Huntington North was ready for that. I know I sure wasn't, Reese. By the way, it is the beginning of the third quarter, and we want to recognize the Kaler Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, one of our main sponsors. They're located at 550 West Dustman Road in Bluffton, where right now all 7th graders in Wells County can get a free Y membership. Help your student thrive in a safe environment at the Y. Flag on the first play from scrimmage. It'll be a false start on Norwell. That'll move it back 5 yards. They'll be at their own 46-yard line, and that'll make it 1st and 15 from there for Norwell. Reese, I've been trying, I've called the Y a couple of times trying to extend that free membership to your age. You're a freshman, right? To freshmen. They have not done that yet. Ringer gets the pitch from very good first half, 69 yards rushing in the first half. And he starts it off with a pickup of 6 yards. Ball spotted at the Huntington 48-yard line. We're just underway here in the second half. Long halftime as the Marching Knights seniors were recognized. This is the last regular season game here at Norwell. However, the postseason draw was this past weekend. Norwell drew Belmont, and they'll play here 2 weeks from tonight. So we'll have at least one more game here at the courtyard this year, as offsides, I believe, was called there on the Huntington North Vikings. That'll make it 2nd and 4 from the Huntington North 43-yard line. 3 receivers split wide to the right for Norwell, 1 to the left. Riley in the backfield with Ringer. Riley back to pass. He looks left, and Breggy was bumped at the line of scrimmage by number 25, Caleb McVoy, and he interrupted his route, and the ball sailed harmlessly over everybody's head and out of bounds. Eli running the plays in at this point. 3rd and 4 here for Norwell. As Riley looks over the defense. The pitch to Ringer. Ringer trying to go around the right side, and he's actually going to lose a yard or 2. Lost the ball as he hit the ground, but they said he was down, and Norwell will have to kick it away as Carson lost a couple of yards on that play. Good coverage there by the Vikings. They were not fooled by that play at all. Riley back to punt it away, just his 2nd punt of the evening. Snap a little high, but Eli pulls it down. A line drive kick. I believe it hit Bohata, but the officials, they're going to bring it back as the trailing officials saw it hit Bohata. It looked like it ticked off his helmet at about the 21-yard line. That's where the that's where the Vikings will take over with 11:05 left in this third quarter. Wow. In Cleveland, the Indians just tied it up in the bottom of the 8th. It's 8-8. between the Indians and Yankees in Cleveland this evening. I can just hear Tom Hamilton going nuts right now on the radio. New quarterback for Huntington North, and the inside handoff was to Highland, I believe. Actually, it was Landrum. The new quarterback's Austin Spar, number 1, 5'11" senior. And he is over center, not in the backfield like the offense they were running with Brett Kaler. First down run, that's Mason Landrum. On the tackle was number 68, Cole Lewison. Pick up a 6 by Landrum. That'll make it 2nd and 4 for the Vikings. Substantially different offensive look here for Huntington North to start the second half. With Spar over center, 2 running backs in the backfield with him. He keeps this one and picked up a couple of yards. I'll make it 3rd and about 1. Preston Graham on the tackle for the Knights. 9:42 left here in the third. Norwell leading 14-7. And they really have not made an adjustment yet to this different look from Huntington North. Huntington North with 2 receivers split wide to the right and a tight end in the slot. As a pitch now to number 6, a flag on the play as Hippensteel with a big gain, but I think they're going to bring that back as the officials converge. It is an illegal block on Huntington North, and interestingly enough, that flag was thrown by the back judge. It was a good throw, too. He threw it about 15 yards. And the ball will be spotted all the way back at the 24-yard line. Boy, that's a major penalty. And the Vikings really getting hurt by flags this evening. They had over 40 yards of penalties in the first half. And that has really hurt their offensive flow to this point. Third and 20 according to the scoreboard. Austin Spar now in a quarterback for the Vikings. Kaler quarterback the first half for Huntington. Split wide right, Devin Newcomb, one of their leading pass receivers in the first half. Good throw by Spar is dropped by Newcomb at the 37-yard line, and Huntington's going to have to kick it away. Carson Ringer was there defensively, and I think Newcomb actually might have lost sight of that particular pass. It was not a bad pass at all. And Huntington North will have to kick it away. Good snap. Another great kick. Boy, that is a strong foot. As that's Garrison Breggy out to about the 50. The punter for Huntington is number 34, Aiden Hostler. He's a 5'9" sophomore. And boy, can he punt. He's got that pretty spiral to his kicks. A block in the back is going to be flagged on the Knights here. Well, we'll be moved back from the 1st and 10. with 8:56 left in this third quarter. This game has moved right along. Even though there's been quite a bit of throwing, especially on the offensive side of things for the Knights, and that's going to be movement on Norwell as they'll pick up another penalty here. It'll move it back to the 34 on the false start and make it 1st and 15 for the Knights. It looks like the rain has stopped again, Reese. Does it look that way to you?
Yeah. I don't see any rain.
Yeah, it looks like the umbrellas are put away. Huntington with a bit of a sparse crowd this evening. Norwell's crowd pretty good. Come out to support their Knights. Riley rolling right, trying to get away from trouble, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield. That's going to be momentarily at least a penalty on the, a loss in the Knights, but the Norwell's actually going to be flagged for a holding penalty. I'm guessing that Huntington North will probably decline that penalty, as it was a big enough loss on the play. I would guess they'll move the marker and make it 2nd down. That is what they'll do. It'll make it 2nd and about 23 for the Knights. So the Knights going in the wrong direction here. A couple of flags, play for loss, and Riley with a bit of a hole to dig out of here. Geiger split wide left for the Knights. Riley back to pass, and he is wrapped up in the backfield. Boy, great penetration there by number 13, Charlie Agnew, for the Vikings, as he tripped up Eli Riley. And Eli might have sprained an ankle or something there. Getting a little attention in the middle of the field. It's going to be 3rd and 26 for Norwell. We'll take a quick break with the trainers on the field and be right back after these words from Reed's Do It Best Hardware.
Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop is so much more than a hardware store. They have a newly expanded housewares department. They carry Melissa and Doug toys, Yankee candles, and Willow Tree collectibles. Think of Reed's Gift Shop year-round for baby gifts, birthday, anniversary, showers, and for those everyday items you need to pick up. Men, you can get your hardware supplies and a gift for the woman in your life all in one stop. Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop, open 7 days a week on Highway 1 North in Bluffton. We appreciate your business.
Yeah, back here at Norwell, that was not Riley that sprained his ankle. Appears to be, I can't see his number. Looks like number 71, Gavin Lally, sprained his ankle. He's moving. He's just kind of limping on that left foot. So Norwell with 3rd and 27 here. I saw the 1 and should have noticed the difference. Riley with the keeper, positive yards, but not nearly enough to get the 1st down. The Knights will have to kick it away. Bennett on the tackle for Huntington North. Levi Bennett's a 6 foot, 150-pound junior. Riley will punt it away here, and they've only got 10 players on the field. Norwell's going to have to. Boy, that can be frustrating for a coach, as Norwell now has to use their first time out of the second half. We'll keep it here. Talk about a couple of our sponsors, with Norwell leading 14-7, 7.5 minutes left in this third quarter. Dr. Laura Kugelhahn is currently accepting new patients, and her caring dental staff will make you feel right at home. They're located at 1133, that's 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton. At the North Edge, call 824-3100 to make an appointment. Okay, now we're set for a punt. Riley gets it away after a hard rush by Huntington North. It stays in, and that's going to be a nice kick by Eli. It'll settle at the 38-yard line of Huntington North. That's where the Vikings will take over. Good kick by Eli. His punts just seem to get better every week. He just started kicking extra points and kicking off last week up at DeKalb, where the Knights suffered a 35-14 loss. Spar, I believe, is still in there. He is. At quarterback, took a shotgun snap that time as he handed it off to Mason Landrum. Belden Glasgow credited with the tackle. Actually, it was not Belden Glasgow. It was Landon Geiger. They are tough to tell apart. They're similar in size. One wears 18, one wears 19. Those gold, shiny numbers sometimes can be tough to tell apart when they're that close. Spar, the handoff to number 6, Logan Hippensteel. Broke a couple of tackles there to pick up the first down. That'll move the chains for the Vikings. And they are into Norwell territory. Eli Riley with the tackle. The ball spotted at Norwell's 45-yard line. Norwell scored first and scored last in the first half. Huntington score in between. Brett Kaler, who was the quarterback in the first half, is given way to Austin Spar, and a flag on the play. It'll be illegal motion on the Vikings. False start. They used to call that illegal motion, Reese. Now they call it a false start. Ghost of Harry Carey here at the courtyard, mentioning that the Cubs and Nationals tied at no score in the fourth inning. What he didn't mention is through 4 innings, the Cubs are being no hit. Spar keeps it this time and picked up a couple of yards. 5.5 minutes left in this third quarter. You know, not quite sure the switch. I thought Kaler played pretty well in the first half for Huntington North. No turnovers, and he was, as far as passing the ball, he was 5 of 7 in that first half for 65 yards. Another flag on the play here. Flag's laying in the back, and it's going to be holding on Huntington North. And boy, oh boy, the penalty's starting to mount up now, more so for the Vikings than the Knights. But the Knights will choose to move it back. Is it yours? It'll make it second and a bunch here for Huntington North as the ball spotted on their own 41, and they've got to go to Norwell's 35 for a first down. That's about 24 yards, according to my Norwell math. Second and 24. Scoreboard had 23 for a moment. And Kaler's back in there at quarterback. He throws a pass out in the flat to number 4, Devin Newcomb. Newcomb with the reception. Gain of about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 20 for Huntington North. Not much opportunity there for Newcomb to gain any yards after the catch. 2 receivers split to each side for Kaler here, who's back in at quarterback. He fakes the handoff, looks downfield to the left, and overthrows everybody. The intended receiver was Newcomb. That'll bring up 4th and 20 for the Vikings. They'll have to kick it away. Norwell needs to be careful here to be on the lookout, though, for a potential fake punt play. Aiden Hostler, while not getting a ton of distance on his kicks, looks very good with his technique as he gets a nice high spinning ball. And, oh boy, he really gets into this one. Fair catch is signaled for at the 14-yard line. Garrison Breggy fielded it, and wow, did Hostler get into that one. That was 36, about a 41-yard punt, 46-yard punt, something like that. It was a good one. 3:45 left here in the third. Norwell still leading by 7. Talking about the Cubs score, still no score in that game. In Cleveland, they're now in the bottom of the ninth, still tied 8-8. That pass was picked off by number 25, Caleb McVoy. It went right through the hands of the intended receiver. It was a little high and hit McVoy right in the breadbasket. Big break here for the Vikings. They'll take over at Norwell's 25-yard line. And I don't think McVoy was even expecting that ball to get through to him. But Huntington North now with a chance to take advantage of the Norwell turnover. First turnover of the game, other than that punt in the first half, as Spar hands it off. Almost didn't get the ball handed off as he was met in the backfield. And now Spar and Kaler both taking snaps back there for the Vikings. Pickup of a yard makes it 2nd and 9. Folks, if you're looking for something unique to do on Sunday, the Summit City Sluggers is holding a wiffle ball tournament up across from Homestead High School. Another flag here, as we'll sort out what that is. But anyway, starting at about 11 o'clock on Sunday, there'll be a bunch of teams out across from Homestead High School raising money for hurricane victims. That's both Irma and Harvey, as the flag was against the Knights. They'll move the ball forward and make it 2nd and 4 for the Vikings. As after moving really well through the first half of this third quarter, it's slowed to a crawl with penalty flags. Spar taking the snaps again. He bowls forward and has the first down across the 15-yard line. Bryce Kelly and Garrison Breggy in on the tackle for Norwell. It'll be spotted at the 11. And I would expect Huntington North will be very conservative in their approach here as they attempt to tie this ball game. It's been a competitive game throughout. It's been a little inconsistent with the flags. A lot of them so far this evening. We had a ton of them up in Waterloo last week. Over 230 yards assessed in penalties. Spar kept it again for no gain. Riley on the tackle, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Ball spotted just outside the 10 at about the 11-yard line. Minute 43 left. I believe St. Francis is back home tomorrow. The handoff this time to Landrum. And he looks like he gained about a yard. 3rd and 9 now for the Vikings. And Norwell with a big play here. If they can hold the Vikings, and of course they may not kick, but this 3rd down play is a big one for Norwell. Spar over center. And he will hand it off. Oh, and in the backfield. Wow, Hippensteel was met by Lewison, and I don't think Cole was touched shooting through the line there. It was a 1 yard, almost 2 yard loss, and it looks like the Vikings will try a field goal here. Holding will be Kaler. It looks like Hostler's going to attempt a 29-yard field goal. Kick is up. Looks good from here, and it is good. Nice kick by Aiden Hostler. Makes it a 4-point game with 8 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Strong foot there by Hostler. Fourteen to 10, Norwell leading Huntington North here at the courtyard. The rain has stopped, although it feels wet enough out there that it could start again at any time. Jeff Kokenauer not providing any weather forecasts at all at this point. Hey, Jeff, you seen Harry Carey around? Yeah, he's not going to talk. Jeff does a wonderful Harry Carey impression. Speaking of Harry Carey, as we check the scoreboard, reboots here. Still no score in that Cubs game. They're in the bottom of the 5th. And a big kick by Hostler, fielded by Riley, and his knee touched the ground in the wet conditions at about the 4-yard line. Eli a little frustrated. Not his fault, though. His feet just kind of went out from under him there as he started to head upfield. 6.4 seconds on the clock. His feet just slipped. The grass is wet from the rain and the humidity at this point. Now Norwell's just got to take care of the football here. Try to get out of the shadow of their own goal line. Huntington North with some momentum right now. Is Riley back to pass? He looks right, and that is in and out of the hands of Christian Bohata. Good defense there by the Vikings. That'll make it 2nd and 10 from the 4. Riley running the plays in from the sideline. Actually, that ball's closer to the 5 than it is the 4. Huntington North is a good drive, although it was aided by some Norwell penalties. Riley throws left, and It was intended Chandler Beatty. That will end the third quarter. It'll remain Norwell's ball as they switch ends of the field. We'll take a quick break, hear from a couple of sponsors, and be right back.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at GrableInsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Welcome back to the courtyard as we start the fourth quarter. Norwell leading Huntington North 14-10. Some score up. Well, let's stay here as Norwell with 3rd and 10 from their own 4-yard line. Riley pitches to Ringer, fighting his way from the goal line, and he actually lost a yard or two there. It's going to be 4th down for the Knights. They'll have to kick it away, and Eli's going to have his heels on the back of the end zone as the ball's spotted at the 2-yard line. Now Huntington North, I'm sure, will bring a big rush on this kick. Well, it's going to have to protect Riley here. He is actually, oh my goodness. He does get the kick away. It hits at about the 34, bounds forward. It gets a Norwell bounce. It's all the way out to the 46. That's a 42-yard punt for Eli Riley. And that's where Huntington North will take over. And a sideline warning against Norwell. No damage with that. The first one is just a warning. $11-12 left in this one. Huntington with some momentum. They scored the last points with a field goal. It's Kaler back in the quarterback spot, and he completes a pass to number 10. That's Andrew Smeckens. Smeckens is a 6'3" junior. 9-yard completion for the Vikings. Makes it 2nd and 1. Of course, last week we had all 3 Shorts boys up here. Colin doing some color commentating up at DeKalb last week. Reese outside, freezing, doing camera work. Said he was freezing. There's a pass from Kaler, and it is complete. Again to Smeckens. And not quite sure what happened there on Norwell's pass coverage. Is 2 defenders real close to Smeckens, but neither one of them able to really interfere with his catch of that football. It'll be 1st and goal for Huntington North. The ball spotted at Norwell's 9-yard line. Kaler, who's been in and out of the quarterback spot this evening for the Vikings, will hand it off inside over the right side. Landrum on the carry. Might have picked up a yard or two. Hinchin credited with a tackle there as the ball spotted at the 7-yard line. Timeout situation. Huntington has all 3 of theirs left. Norwell has 2. Had to burn one on a punt situation earlier where they didn't have enough men on the field. Kaler, bad snap. Falls on it at about the 10-yard line. And that'll make it, actually it'll be behind the 10. As it'll be spotted just outside the 10-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal from there. We know that Hostler is capable of hitting a field goal from quite a ways out. I mean, he made that last one from about 29, but that was good for at least 40 the way it was sailing. If the Knights can hold him here, they'll have to try another kick. Kaler completes the pass out to the right and into the end zone. Great move as it's close. I thought he was in, but he's just short. It'll make it 4th down and very short yardage. Ball spotted just inside the 1-yard line. Looks like Huntington's going to go for it here. That reception was by number 11, Cade Royst. Big play here, 4th and 1 for the Vikings. And a flag. We'll see what's called here. It'll be on Norwell, offsides or encroachment. It'll remain 4th and goal from inside the 1. Norwell trying to hold the Vikings here. They need a big play, and they could not hold. Huntington North out of the end zone. On the quarterback keeper, it was Austin Spar following his offensive line into the end zone. And Huntington North takes their first lead of the evening. 16-14, 7:54 left in this 4th quarter. Hostler out to attempt the extra point kick for the Vikings. Good snap. Hostler's kick is up, and it is good. Strong kick by Aiden Hostler makes it 17-14. So the Knights are going to have to come back in this one. While we're waiting on the kickoff, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement, Bluffton Roofing owner James Worth will suggest the proper course of action that is best for your home. Bluffton Roofing, quality first home improvement. You can reach James at 260-307-6313. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're the part of something greater. Take the first step towards a healthier you. Join the Y. That is the Kaler Nickel Foundation YMCA at 550 West Dustman in Bluffton. Well, Huntington North certainly has done a great job of coming back. They trailed 7-0 and 14-7. They've scored the last. Huntington North went to a little bit different offense here in the second half, and it's paid dividends for them. Hostler set to kick off for the Vikings. Hostler is just a sophomore, listed at 5'9", 165, and he has a strong kicking foot. This kickoff is going to be fielded at about the 4. That's Riley heading upfield across the 20, the 25, and that's where he will be brought down. And that's where the Knights will start their offense here with 7:48 left. Eli Riley, who started this one at quarterback, still back there for the Knights. We noticed Joe, as we mentioned earlier, Joe Taylor, number 10, on the sidelines in shorts this evening, and that's going to be a flag. I think that's going to go against Huntington North. Nope, it will be on the Knights. False start. Ball being moved back to the 20, and it'll make it 1st and 15. Norwell attempting to win their 2nd game of the season. Their first was all the way back in week 2 at Heritage High School. ACAC team. And the ball is passed out to Garrison Breggy on the left side. Breggy with a excellent run after catch. Gets it all the way out to the 45-yard line. That's the biggest play that Norwell's had since early in the first quarter. Garrison Breggy with the play in Washington. The no-hitter is no more as Chris Bryant just drove in the game's first run. It's 1-0 Cubs in the top of the 6th. Glad to see that, Reese. You pretty excited about that?
Yeah.
Well, you're a Cub fan, aren't you?
Well, my family is.
Well, that makes you a Cub fan. If you're related to a Cub fan, Reese, you're a Cub fan. If you have no other loyalties. And I don't think you root for anybody else, do you?
No.
Delay of game's going to be called on the Knights here. They'll move it back to the 40-yard line. Reese, you have got to settle down about your sports. You're just getting way too excited.
What can I say? I just get too excited sometimes.
Hey, I do know you've got a show choir competition coming up next weekend, right?
It's not a competition.
It's not a competition. It's just a
performance.
What is it? Just a performance. It's never just a performance, Reese. There's a screen pass set up by the Knights. It's complete to Ringer out of the backfield. Well thrown pass there by Eli Riley, and about a 5-yard pickup for the Knights. That'll make it, 10-yard pickup for the Knights. That'll make it 2nd and about 5. Ball spotted just shy of midfield. Yeah, the Cubs, the way they scored their run, Rendon had an error, and then Chris Bryant drove in first run with 2 outs. Riley on the option pitches to Ringer, and Ringer's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage by number 29, Brock Elsroth. Brock, a 5'8" junior. It has been a struggle for the Vikings since they joined the NE8. Just 3 wins in their time in the conference last couple of years, if I remember correctly. Yep, 3 league wins in 2 years as that pass is complete. From Riley to Breggy with about a, we'll have to see what the Knights are going to do here. Of course, the Vikings coached by Rick Bernau. It's his 3rd season at the helm for the Vikings. Norwell looks like they're going to go for it here as they're just across midfield. Big play for the Knights. Huge 4th down conversion for Norwell. And it's 2-0 Cubs in the 6th. Coach Wainwright,
6-0 playing for the title on Tuesday.
And Mr. Wilson tells me that the middle school is 6-0. 7th grade. Plays for the middle school title on Tuesday. And where is that? At Leo. Good luck to the 7th graders on Tuesday evening. I can't believe we're to the end of the football season already for middle school, but thanks for letting us know that. We appreciate it. Yep, the middle school 7th graders going for a championship. And this Norwell program, Reese, is, I think, definitely going in the right direction under the high school program, of course, under the direction of Coach Gerber, and that kind of feeds down to some excitement. Norwell with another nice game there, and the Knights are going to have to burn a timeout It'll be 2nd and 3 as Norwell with just one timeout left here in the second half. We'll take a quick break and be right back after these words from First Bank of Bern.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kind of free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern. Member FDIC.
Well, welcome back to the courtyard here in Ossian. The Knights trailing 17-14 in Washington. The Cubs now lead 2-0. Two big two-out hits, one by Chris Bryant, the other by Javier Baez, I believe. No, Anthony Rizzo, as Bryant drove in Baez, and then Rizzo drove in Bryant in the top of the sixth. Going into that at bat by Bryant, Steven Strasburg had a no-hitter going. In Cleveland, they move into the bottom. They are in the bottom of the 10th with one out. Score still tied at 8. Norwell with a 2nd and 3 play coming up here. Riley, two receivers to the right. He'll hand it off to Ringer. Ringer gets the first down and more inside the 20. As Norwell seems to be in a pretty good rhythm now offensively. There were a lot of flags from the middle of the third quarter to this point in this ball game, which really kind of took everybody out of rhythm. And now Norwell in a bit of an offensive rhythm. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Bradley will hand it off again, and Ringer is brought down in the backfield. That was number 54, Colton Hasty on the tackle, a senior. Listed at 6 foot, 255 pounds for the Vikings. It's a 2-yard loss for the Knights. That'll make it 2nd and 12. The cheerleaders with their jackets off again here. Rain having stopped. Most of the Norwell crowd is stuck around for this one. It's a good game that they've seen so far. 3:39 left. Norwell trailing by 3. One timeout left. Huntington North with their full complement. As Riley looks to the end zone, it's a little underthrown, and Christian Bohata tried to come back for it, but they say it did touch the ball, or the ball touched the ground, and that'll make it 3rd and 12. Just a little underthrown there by Riley. Bryce Kelly back in there for, it's hard to tell those guys apart. I think that was Geiger that came out. Riley running the play in. Big play here for the Knights on 3rd and 12. I don't even think they'd try having him kick a field goal from this far out. Riley looking left. Throws into the end zone, and there will be a flag. That's going to be pass interference on the Vikings. The defender not happy about the call, and it's always tough to determine pass interference. Ball was a little overthrown, but there was certainly contact, and the flag was thrown on Caleb McVoy. McVoy, a senior. Not happy about that call at all. The ball will be moved up to the 8-yard line. It will be 3rd down and about 3 yards for the Knights. We're inside 3.5 minutes to go. Oh, tough snap. Good hands by Riley. Fakes the pass, loses the football. It's loose, and a flag is thrown, and the official just threw somebody out of the ball game. 5. I don't know what happened there, but Jackson Curlis, a 6'2", 265-pound junior, listed a defensive end, has left the field of play. As I didn't see what he did there, Reese.
I wasn't paying attention.
Might have been what he said. In any case, the officials are gathered at midfield, and that's obviously an unsportsmanlike call of some kind. Personal foul on Huntington North, and 75 has left the ball game as the official goes to the Huntington North sideline to explain to Coach Bernal what's happened there. The football will be moved inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be first down for the Knights, an automatic first down for Norwell. Now 3 officials over talking to Coach Bernal. Boy, that's a couple of big penalties. Well, I don't know. On the scoreboard, it's first down. On the sideline, it's fourth down. It is fourth down. 4th and 3 for Norwell. Boy, a lot of confusion here. Riley rolling right on the play. He's going to run for the first down. He gets it inside the 5, down to about the 3. That should be a first down for the Knights. It is. And it'll be first and goal from the 2-yard line. It's a long 2. I think it's probably closer to the 3 than the 2 it is. Big play for the Knights, and boy, things have certainly gone well for the Knights here. I think the reason it was fourth down instead of first down, it was a dead ball, personal foul. Regardless, Eli able to pick up the first down. It's first and goal, 3:02 left on the clock. Riley in the shotgun, Ringer back there with him. Riley, dropped, nope, he picked it back up. But he will be tackled out near the 8-yard line. That's going to be loss of about 5. Well, they'll say 4. As they need to stick 'em on that ball. It's bounding around quite a bit. It'll be second and goal now for the Knights from the 8. Kelly split left along with Bohada. Boy, another tough snap. Riley, great hands, and that pass is incomplete. It was intended for Garrison Breggy on a little crossing route. That'll bring up third down with 2:17 on the clock. And it was well defended by Huntington North, as right there on the play was Caleb McBoy. 3rd and 8 now for the Knights. Riley rolling left, looking into the end zone, and it is incomplete. A little bit of a jump ball back there. Breggy might have got a fingertip on it, but now the Knights have a decision to make. Do they go for the tie and a short field goal, or for the win? It's fourth down. 8 yards to get into the end zone. It would be about a 25, 26-yard field goal. And it looks like the Knights are going to go for the field goal. Boy, they got to hurry. There's only 6 seconds left on the play clock, and they got to call a timeout. As that decision came awfully late, the Knights have to burn their last timeout. We will take a break. Norwell trailing by 3. They'll be lining up a field goal here when we come back after these words from our sponsors.
Troxel Equipment Company, a family-owned business, is dedicated to making you a satisfied customer with the best possible equipment, parts, and service. 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, and Wabash. You can find a full line of John Deere equipment, mowers and generators from Honda, blowers and chainsaws by Steel. Experience superior service and selection at Troxel Equipment, your solutions dealer. Find them online at troxelequipment.com.
Back here at the courtyard, the Knights trail by 3, 2:10 on the clock. They are going to try a 25-yard field goal. Eli Riley lining it up on the right hash mark. Christian Bohata will hold. The Knights going for the tie. They trail by 3. The kick is up, and it is good. Eli Riley with his first field goal of the season at 2:05 left in the fourth quarter ties this ball game at 17. Wow, what a play. Eli Riley, he's kicked 2 extra points and a field goal tonight. Prior to last week, he hadn't kicked in a varsity football game. Of course, he's only a freshman. He had punted, obviously, but had not kicked. And, boy, that was a good by several yards for Eli Riley to make it 17-17 here at the courtyard. Some other scores from around the area. Angola beat Garrett 24-6. East Noble is going to beat New Haven at East Noble. That's a big win for the East Noble Knights. They're up 35-14 in the fourth quarter. Snyder up on Dwenger in the fourth quarter, 31-25. Lures over Southside in the third quarter, 21-6. Leo thumping Columbia City in the NE8, 34-6. DeKalb now leading Belmont in the fourth quarter, 15-14. Riley will kick off, and it will be fielded. Fumbled a little bit there by number 29, Brock Elsroth, and a flag is going to be thrown on the kick return. We'll have to check. It is a block in the back by Huntington North. That'll be assessed on first down here. Boy, and there have been a ton of penalties in this second half, Reese. Game that was moving along really well has slowed down quite a bit as we move towards the 9:30 hour. The Vikings will have it 1st and 10 from their own 7. We have not had any extra time this year to this point, but if the Knights can hold the Vikings, we'll have it tonight. Minute 57 on the clock. Kaler completes a pass to number 10, Andrew Smeckens, on the sideline. So we have another officials timeout. We will take a quick break here and hear from Reed's Do It Best Hardware. We'll be right back after these words.
Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop is so much more than a hardware store. They have a newly expanded housewares department. They carry Melissa and Doug toys, Yankee candles, and Willow Tree collectibles. Think of Reed's Gift Shop year-round for baby gifts, birthday, anniversary, showers, and for those everyday items you need to pick up. Men, you can get your hardware supplies and a gift for the woman in your life all in one stop. Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop, open 7 days a week on Highway 1 North in Bluffton. We appreciate your business.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Yeah, they're still tending to the injured Huntington North Viking on the Norwell sideline. Finished with some of those scores. Northrop all over Northside in the third quarter, 47-0. Adams Central thumped Bluffton tonight, 46-0. Southern Wells leading Heritage in the fourth quarter, 18-7. Tie game in the fourth quarter at Jay County in the Arlington, all knotted up with them at 6. Woodland leading South Adams 18-3 in the fourth quarter. Eastside over Central Noble 21-7, also in the fourth quarter. Cherubusco whooped on West Noble tonight, 35-13. Prairie Heights, I believe will be their first win of the season. They lead Fremont 26-6 in the fourth quarter. Northwood leading Warsaw 28-24 in the fourth quarter. And Wawasee pulls out a close one at home over Elkhart Memorial, 7-6. We're still not yet back underway here at the courtyard. 1:47 left on the game clock. Norwell with a 25-yard field goal to tie it just moments ago by the freshman Eli Riley. And now they're going to load Devin Newcomb onto the Gator. Not quite sure what happened to Devin. Good to see him upright, though, as he'll take a ride off the field. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Vikings. We're all knotted up at 17 here. Kaler again taking the snaps for Huntington North. As he's back to pass, looking downfield over the middle, and well overthrows his intended receiver, Andrew Smeckens. Even at 6'3", Smeckens really had no chance to catch that ball. That'll make it 3rd and 7. Norwell's out of timeout, so even if they get the ball back here, they would have to move awfully quickly to do something in regulation. But a big play here for the Knights that it would at least give them a chance. And Riley has thrown the ball well enough tonight that you got to like Norwell's chances if they can get the ball back. Kaler hands it off, and close to a first down is going to be number 6 Hippensteel. Bryce Kelly with the tackle, but not before Hippensteel picks up the first down. Well, that was a good play call by the Vikings. After throwing the ball consecutively there, picked it up the first down on a run. Kaler steps up in the pocket downfield. That's going to be broken up by Carson Ringer. Pass was intended for Spar. Good defense there by Carson Ringer. That'll make it 2nd and 10 with 1:10 left on the clock. For you baseball fans in Cleveland, they've moved to the 11th inning. That has been a wild game in Cleveland. Cleveland took the Yankees took the early lead. And then Cleveland came back. The Yankees went back ahead. Francisco Lindor hit a grand slam for the Indians to make it 8-7. Then they tied it up late. And they're still going after it. Kaler, a long pass, well overthrows Austin Spar. And that'll make it 3rd and 10. Kaler's got a good arm, but for the most part, his passes have been too strong this evening. Strasburg still throwing for the Nationals in the top of the 7th. Kyle Hendricks, of course, started this game for the Cubs and is still on the mound for Joe Madden. The third down play is a Hippensteel carry. He picks up about 8 yards, so 2nd and 2. Ball spotted on the 25-yard line. 40 seconds left in this one. Huntington still has all their timeouts left. They may use one here. It's 4th and 2. As they're going to let the clock run all the way down to 2 seconds. And now a timeout is called. That's the first timeout Huntington North has used here in the second half. There's 17 seconds left on the game clock. And we will take a break as well with the officials. We'll be back after these words from Grable Insurance.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at grableinsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Fourth and 2 for the Vikings. Just 17 seconds left in regulation here. We'll see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeve. Now they've got a punt formation out there. And Hostler will get it away. Another beautiful kick. Fair catch called for as Breggy will field it at the Norwell 47. They'll have time for maybe a couple of plays. No timeouts left on the Norwell side.
Looks like it's starting to rain again.
Very lightly. You are absolutely correct, Reese. That is a sharp eye you've got there.
I also saw some umbrellas getting
well, there you go. That's a good tip. Your dad's out there getting wet right now. Does that make you happy that he's getting wet?
I don't really care.
You really don't have any feelings about it one way or the other?
No.
No, okay. Well, it's warm enough that it really wouldn't be that uncomfortable out there. I don't think it's as cool this week as it was last week. The breeze is not as high. That's the difference. Riley back to pass. Looks downfield. He's got Breggy. It's picked off at the 33-yard line. Just didn't quite have enough steam on it to get to Breggy. He had him open. Instead, it was picked off by Charlie Agnew. That's the second interception for the Vikings tonight. Just 4.3 seconds left on the clock. Well, Breggy ran a good route, and it looked to me like Eli was trying to loft that ball just a little bit instead of really getting into it. And it doesn't look like Huntington North is going to try to advance the football here. They will take a knee, and that will end regulation. We have extra football here at the courtyard this evening. We'll take a break and be right back after these words from Daniel's Jewelers.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light, any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with one adult and one youth per team, or two youth may make a team starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every frame. With 22 lanes, there is plenty of excitement to go around. So stop by to practice or come relax with friends. And don't forget about Friday Fun. From 12 noon to 6 p.m., only $1 per game and 50-cent shoe rental in a smoke-free environment. The Bowling Center is located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
Well, here at the courtyard, along with Reese Schwartz, this is Greg Van Meter. Overtime here at Norwell this evening. We'll check some other scores from around the area while we're waiting for the officials to sort everything out. Not much has changed since our last update. As Reese, it looks like it's still drizzling just a little bit. Can you tell for sure?
It's still drizzling.
Still drizzling. There are a few umbrellas up, but not a lot. There's people braving the elements out there. The temperature feels like it's fallen just a little bit. Still no breeze. I mean, there's been a little bit of a breeze most of the evening from the east. Actually, it's 67. It actually warmed up a degree from the last time I checked. Feels like 69. Humidity at 94%. The dew point, Reese, is at 65 degrees.
Whoa.
And wind out of the east at 2. It's supposed to rain for about another 16 minutes. Very light rain. And then it should stop and stay stopped. At least as long as we're out here, because there's nothing left on the radar until about, for the next 2 hours after that 16-minute span. As the captains will now head out to midfield for Norwell. It's Ringer, Lewison, Bohata, and Kelly as they face their counterparts from Huntington North at the 50-yard line. For those of you joining us late, we had some technical trouble. Didn't actually get online until about midway through the second quarter. By then, the Knights had scored. And shortly after we got on, Huntington North scored. It looks like they've sorted things out. And Norwell won the toss. They will defer to Huntington North. So the Vikings will get the football first. And, of course, in high school football, both teams will get a chance to score here. The team that has the first possession, and that's why it's smart to defer, is if Norwell can hold them, then they would need just to score even just a field goal to win. Whereas if Huntington North, if they were to score a touchdown, convert an extra, then they have a decision to make. Do they kick the extra point, or do they go for two? Because it can go the other way on the other end of the field. Huntington North will be on the east end of the courtyard here. They will get the ball at the 10-yard line. They've been switching back and forth quarterbacks all night between Spar and Kaler. It's Spar taking the snaps right now in this relatively short yard situation. He will hand it off to Landrum, and Landrum with a good gain down to about the 5-yard line. We'll make it second down. course, it is a 2nd and goal situation. Both teams will have that. The game clock is off. The play clock is down to 15. Here in overtime at the courtyard. Spar sends a man in motion. He will spin to his left and fight his way into the end zone. Boy, excellent individual effort there by Austin Spar. The senior, listed at 5'11", 165, broke a couple of arm tackles and got into the end zone. Hostler will be out to attempt the extra point for really looked good kicking for the Vikings this evening. He punts as well, and he is as good a high school punter as I've seen in a long time. Excellent kicker as well, just a sophomore, listed at 5'9", 165. His kick is up, and it is good. That makes it 24-17 here in overtime. Now the Knights will get the same opportunity.
This will probably be a long overtime.
Pardon me?
This might be a long overtime.
It could be, or it could not be. It could be, or it could not be.
Never know.
You don't know until it happens either way.
You have to expect the unexpected.
That is correct. It'll be Eli Riley taking the snaps for the Knights here in overtime. They trail by 7. Their chance to score here if they can. The handoff to Ringer. Ringer with a couple of yard pickup, maybe 3. The ball will be spotted at about the 7. Yeah, actually, they're going to spot it at about the 8. So, 2nd and 8 for the Knights. St. Francis back at it tomorrow. They'll be at home tomorrow against Concordia, I think it is, in Fort Wayne. Not Concordia, Fort Wayne, but the game will be in Fort Wayne, Bishop Darcy Stadium. Riley rolls right with the football, looking into the end zone, throws it into the corner, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to Breggy. Breggy was really well covered by Charlie Agnew, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Actually, that wasn't Agnew. That was Richard Gutierrez on the coverage. So now it gets a little bit more anxious for the Knights. It's 3rd down. They still got 8 yards to go to try to get it into the end zone. Huntington North has already scored and kicked an extra point here in overtime. Riley back to pass as he's chased the pass into the end zone, and it is caught.
Oh my gosh.
What a great catch. Christian Bohara with his 2nd touchdown catch of the evening. That pass did not have a lot of steam on it. Bohara came back for it, dove, and caught it just over the goal line. Now what do the Knights do, Reese? Do they go for the tie, or do they go for the win? Ball will be spotted at the 3, and it looks like they're going to go for the win here at home. And Norwell's going to use their timeout. That's a wise decision.
Yeah.
Norwell trailing 23-24. They look as though they're... We will keep it here for this overtime timeout and let you know that Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accepts all insurances. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, visit indianapt.com. Well, it comes down to this. Norwell trailing 23-24. Eli Riley in the backfield with Carson Ringer. They're going for 2 and the win. Riley rolls right, looking into the end zone, looking. The pass is complete, and it's going to be a win for the Norwell Knights. Christian Bohara throws it in just inside the pylon, And the Knights win it in overtime, 25-24. Boy, that play took forever to develop.
Yep.
Great patience by Eli Rowley, the freshman, coming through. Christian Bohanna, a huge night for the Knights. Caught the 2-point conversion, and Norwell, with their second win of the season here at the Courtyard. Their first win was on the road at Heritage. They go to 2-6 on the season and beat the Huntington North Vikings 25-24. Woo! We'll catch our breath, Reese, and be back after some words from our sponsors. Thanks for joining us here on WellsCountyVoice.com. We'll be back with your postgame show after these words.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements. It's estimated that 1 in 4 children has a vision-related condition that can affect learning. Your child's vision can make a big difference in academic performance. Annual exams are recommended to rule out vision problems that may interfere with your child's vision, development, and academic performance. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care can detect any vision problems your child may have, which can then be promptly treated. Our optometrists provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best by combining experience and expertise with the latest technology.
To look and feel your best, visit Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424 or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
Football fans know some things just go together. Quarterbacks and receivers, face paint and super fans, game days and tailgates. I am State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, and I know another winning combination, home and auto. Myself and my team are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which saves you time and money. So get your home and auto on the same team and score some savings. Call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 today.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on...
And a great win tonight for the Knights. They moved to 2-6 on the season. And, Reese, we do need to name a player of the game during this post-game show, of which, of course, is sponsored by Josh Bell at Corrective Chiropractic. Josh is striving to help you feel and function better with chiropractic care, located in the Dutch Mill Plaza in Bluffton. Reese, who's your pick for player of the game tonight for the Knights?
That's a very hard decision.
If you don't have an opinion, I got one.
Okay, then you just go.
Do you have an opinion, though?
No, I don't.
You don't. Okay, all right. I'm going with Christian Bohada tonight, and the reason is because he made all the big plays when the Knights needed him to, especially at the end of the game. A couple of touchdown passes, the big 2-point conversion pass. What do you think of him as a choice for the player of the game?
I feel like it's a reasonable choice.
A reasonable choice. I'll take that as concurrence. So your player of the game tonight